Hello everyone, and thanks for joining us today. My name is KT Kim and I'm the president of KCSM Incorporated. Today we're here to debut our brand new product, electrical product called the Biceptacle. We think it's going to be the new standard very shortly. So let's just dive right in. Now we're all familiar with what they call the duplex switch controlled outlet in a typical room, where the bottom outlet is continually powered or it's continually on, as you can see by these lights in the test indicator here. And the top outlet is controlled by the switch, usually at the door. Now the problem with this setup is that at this one location you only have one outlet that is either continually on, and you only have one outlet that is controlled by the switch. And you certainly would not want to plug in anything critical to the switch controlled outlet, because you may accidentally turn it on or off. Things like let's say TVs or clock radios, or maybe even in-home healthcare equipment, you certainly would not want to plug in on the top here. So what we've done at KCSM is that we've come up with this new design called the Biceptacle. And basically what it is two duplex outlets combined into one. And as you can see there, on the right side you have a duplex outlet, and on the left side you also have a duplex outlet. Now this is still a duplex device, meaning that you can only plug in two things or two plugs at once. However, it gives you the flexibility of choosing between one circuit by plugging into one side versus another circuit by plugging into the alternate side. So let me demonstrate. Now I've got it wired up right now, so the right half of the Biceptacle is continually hot. The left half is controlled by the switch. And as you can see, when I plug in these testers onto the right half of the Biceptacle, you have continual power. The switch does not in any way affect it. However, if I wanted to switch control this appliance on the top here, all I would have to do is simply unplug it and plug it in onto the left side or the switch control side. And as you can see, I have switch control on that appliance. So in this configuration, I have one appliance that's continually powered or hot and another appliance that is switch controlled. Now I could continue and add more switch control by just simply unplugging that appliance in the bottom on the right and moving it over to the left, and having both appliances switch control. So now what this allows you to do, again, is basically you have two continually hot outlets, two switch controlled outlets, or a combination of one switch controlled and one continually hot outlet, depending on where you plug in. Now, so if you basically replaced your half-hot duplex outlet with the duplex Biceptacle outlet, which only takes about 15 minutes and about 3 or 4 common household tools, you can have complete flexibility at this one location. Now things get really interesting when you have your entire room outfitted with Biceptacles. As you can see, let's say this Biceptacle is on the north wall, and you have another Biceptacle on the adjacent east wall, and you have one on the south wall. Now, let's say you have your switch control lamp in the north wall, and then you wanted to move it to another wall. Now before, with the duplex half-hot outlet, the only way you could do that was actually just use an extension cord and drag it all around the room, you know, and place your lamp on the opposite wall, which is a huge fire hazard, because people fray the cord by either hitting it with vacuum cleaners or pushing furniture on top of it. So if I wanted to move my lamp that's in the north wall here, that's switch control, to the south wall, let's say after I rearrange my furniture, all I have to do is simply unplug it, go to the south wall Biceptacle there, and choose one of these switch control sockets. And as you can see there, I have moved my switch control lamp from the north wall to the south wall without using any hazardous extension cords. And of course, having your room fitted with Biceptacles throughout, you could have multiple lamps. Let's say you also needed a switch control lamp on the east wall, and there you go. So you have one lamp on the east wall, one lamp on the south wall that are switch controlled. Or you could have two lamps on the east wall that are both switch controlled. Now there's nothing that says you can only use lamps with the biceptacle. As you know, lately the topic of energy conservation is red hot. And I have a perfect example here of how you can save energy with a biceptacle. Now this is basically a USB phone charger. And if you plug it in to a continually hot outlet, as you can see by the light there, the circuitry is always on, whether it's charging a phone or not. So when it's not charging a phone, it's wasting energy, as this charger is doing right now, and that's what they call standby losses. So with a biceptacle, if you plug in all your appliances to the switch controlled outlets, and as you can see in this example, you have 5 other switch controlled outlets on 3 different biceptacles on 3 different walls to plug your appliances into. And when you leave the room, by switching off that one switch, you have basically eliminated all the standby losses for that room. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I've just explained a couple of the main features of the biceptacle electrical outlet. A couple important points. First, the biceptacle has tamper-resistant shutters already built in, and it is UL listed. Please visit our website, biceptacle.com, to get other wiring options so you can have flexibility and practicality in the bathrooms as well as the kitchens. Thanks again.